Have you ever wondered if you would survive a zombie apocalypse? I have many times growing up, as I am a big fan of zombie media, such as zombie games, zombie movies, and zombie books, if there are any. If there are any, please tell me down below in the comments. But I found this video by Watch Data, how to survive a zombie apocalypse. Let's see. All right, first, take that out. Prepare for a survival kit. Don't forget food, water, batteries, rope, knives, flashlights, and medicines. Most people forget, like in a zombie apocalypse, like at least from movies, when stuff starts to happen, they don't take their medication. Like we saw, like in, let's say, the Walking Dead games. Larry, he had heart problems and he needed it from the pharmacy next door to the drugstore they were at. But if you had just grabbed the medication, as soon as the apocalypse started, let's say you had it at home, right, right when stuff started going down, when people started eating each other and started killing, if you had taken the medication and relaxed, you would have been fine. Be in good shape. I mean, you'll have to run like a lot. You better be in good shape. I am not in good shape. I would lose. I mean, I'm diabetic, so I would need either insulin to be alive or medication. So I'm already screwed. But like, if this was me before I was like 17, yeah, or I guess before I was 16, yeah, I would be fine. As I was in okay shape. I mean, I just look fat, but it's mainly just like stomach fat I need to get rid of. It would, let's see. Yeah, I would be decent, but I wouldn't survive long. Learn first aid, which sounds like a lot to do. Well, thank me. Actually, no, a little bit. Buy Eo of Death. Yes, there's a perfume that smells like zombies. Read contingency plan 8,888, which actually I have watched from that one info. Was it that one channel? I forgot what it's called. I'll show a video on it. I'll show a picture on it. Um, the Pentagon is ahead of us, and they have a plan to stop a zombie apocalypse. All right, now this is at the beginning of the apocalypse. Zombie apocalypse is real and has begun. Panic. You're still processing what you saw in the news within a minute. 2 minutes in, check on your family to know if anyone else is either infected or stuff. Lock your doors, which won't do much. Don't run to the gun store. Yeah, run into like any kind of store within the first like week of an apocalypse is always a bad thing, because either a bunch of people there, or there's a bunch of people that used to be there and now they're zombies, and you already don't have any. Like, let's say you live on your own, you've never owned a gun, you never owned a weapon, you don't even have a baseball bat to defend your house. Um, and then within the first day, you run to your nearest gun store, like down the street, and then you get eaten or shot by someone else. Don't run to the supermarket, of course, because there's also people and zombies there. Most likely, someone's gonna be infected and cough all over the food. Use your phone to find a good crew, which is finding a good crew is stupid, because like it's like, oh, like it's like find, like talk, like have your friends, but then like what if your friends have already been infected? Like, and you gotta think about it. Not everyone's friends are gonna be fit and survival ready. I mean, obviously, sure, like some people now are like preparing for a zombie apocalypse just in case. All right, gear up, survival kit, leather clothes, and a helmet to make it difficult to bite you. Actually, any thick clothing would work. Not just like, you can just layer up. You can have like you can have like two shirts and like two thick jackets, like winter coats on. Even if you're sweating a lot, it's better than being bitten. Put tons of the perfume, of course. Get out of the house. No, you'd wanna. I feel like you'd rather like stay like 45 minutes from into the apocalypse. You'd want to get out of. You cannot do all of that within 45 minutes. Because if you escape your house in your car, you will be blocked off by different areas. So like if you take the highway, you will be stopped by a bunch of cars trying to do the same thing. Most likely within 45 minutes, you can't even, like in the United States, you can't go far. Like, I mean, you can get far in 45 minutes, but you might as well just go running. Says forget your car, too loud, eventually you'll run out of gas. That too. Get a bike. Mm, yeah, now that thing of learning, if you're able to ride a bike from a different video, yeah. If you don't know how to ride a bike, you better learn fast. Don't trust strangers. I wouldn't even trust my own friends. I don't know if they would go psychotic knowing that now that there's a zombie apocalypse, they can do whatever they want. Like what if they just go psycho on me? So I wouldn't trust anyone except my family. Meet with your crew, no. Small armed group of people. Get out of cities. If you live in either California, Florida, New York, or any major city that's like a tourist attraction, you are fucked because it is mainly city and tons of cars and people running around. You are not going to be able to, like, unless you live in a small city, um like outside of the major ones, you are not going to make it out, and you're going to have to hide in your house and just stay there for like a few days before going out to scavenge. Go north. Zombies move slower in extreme cold temperatures. Zombie appears to, oh, this it says 2 hours in and your first zombie appears. No, like, first of all, even if you saw it on the news, most likely like it will happen right outside your house, so you'll see it happen already. So you wouldn't see your first zombie within 2 hours unless you're running with your eyes closed and somehow survived. Time, okay, 2 hours in, shut up. Unless you're gonna say brains, like a cartoon, keep your mouth shut. I mean, you can talk, just don't talk louder than they can, like don't talk loud at all. You can like talk like whispers. After he's gone, just run. Yeah, and you have to fight with knives. I would prefer a blunt weapon, like a bat, something that can like bash their skull in, like in movies and TV shows. Because knives are gonna be more useful for like cutting stuff, and if they go dull, you have no way to like sharpen it unless you're gonna figure out how to sharpen it on the go. Never turn your back. That would, like, if you're by yourself, if you're not with other survivors and you're by yourself, you're gonna have to keep like turning around. Distract the zombies. Yeah, you can like throw a rock at a piece of metal or something. Hatch supplies. Take a trip to catch more supplies like in abandoned houses. 4 hours. Find a small building. All this in 4 hours. In like a zombie like TV show, like The Walking Dead, all this would take place over the course of like 2 seasons, or even like a movie. Like you'd get there like halfway through the movie. Check if it's safe. Build a fort. Block any possible entrances. Santa won't give you presents this year, including the fireplaces. Stay inside quiet. Yeah. Start a fire 8 hours in. 8 hours in. Wasn't it like what's it called? Wasn't there like a video where people said that it would take at least 3 days before electricity goes out? So like you have time to like either charge generators, batteries, and stuff like that to use as light. If you don't know how to start a fire, you're screwed. I actually have two survival books. One is for like camping survival. Ow! I just hit my shin against my table. So one is a natural disaster survival, and the other one is camping. So I'm good to go for camping. Rest is very important. You need to recharge. Yeah, it's gonna be super difficult if you're the only one, because that means that you either have to know you're secure enough to not get broken into, or you have to be far away that many people aren't gonna try and look there. Organized surveillance shifts. Yeah, like I said, if you're by yourself, you're pretty much just on your own. You're gonna have to like either wake yourself up, or you're gonna have to like stay awake or half asleep. It's not like I Am Legend where you can like sleep through the night and just like cover your tracks, and then during the day you're just like out scavenging and just don't go into buildings. Manage the supplies wisely. Ow, my foot cracked. Get a boat for transportation. Okay, Kenny, get a boat. We already know how that's gonna go. A lot of people are gonna have this idea, especially if they watch this video. Hunt in groups, obviously. But if you're by yourself, probably learn how to hunt. Be careful of zombie animals. Yeah, that actually, it's actually always been an interesting thing. Like the virus just spreads to animals rather than it just being a human thing. And I'm pretty sure the most likely zombie virus is a fungus, which is similar to The Last of Us. 8 days from the apocalypse. Catch rain, or yeah, catch water from the rain. California is screwed. They're not gonna be able to. They're not gonna be able to catch any rain. It barely rains over here. It's like it rained like 2 days ago or something, and then like it only rained in the morning, and then just stopped. I mean, let's see. This is day 20. Actually, I actually have a radio for this exact reason. Like it's a hand crank. It has two lights. It has like a massive light that you can open like this, and then another one that you can just turn on like a flashlight. It's a radio. It's battery powered, and it could be charged, and it could also be charged by winding it up. And that's the one I have in my room, so I'm good for that. It says listen to the radio. Maybe someday you'll have good news. You'll have to be updated on everything. I know for a fact so many people are just not even gonna know they're gonna live alone for years, and it's gonna be like that one video is like he hid for 30 years. Pray that help comes. Actually, yeah, it's actually you better hope that the government figures out a way to help you for once, because in movies they sure as hell don't. That is the most unrealistic thing ever, because I feel like the government would prioritize itself before its people. But I don't care, honestly. It's a zombie apocalypse. 3 months in, hang on. Literally all this you should be doing within like the first 2 days. No more food, 8 months. That's actually a lie. What does it say? What's the next one? 9 months from the apocalypse, eat your friends, you have no choice. What do you mean you have no choice? If you if you go to Home Depot, Lowe's, or Walmart or something like that, they have vegetable seeds. You can grow vegetables, you can hunt animals, you can breed animals and hunt, or I guess kill them. Which you don't have to eat your friends, you don't have to become a cannibal. Also, 9 months into the apocalypse, you're running out of food. You'd be out by like if you're in a group that has to eat 3 meals a day or at least 1 meal a day, you'd run out by like month 4. Fort surrounded by zombies 1 year in. You have guns. You should be able to like shoot them. 1.5 years. Discover there is a survivor colony. Pretty sure you know that already. Like within the first year, not within like a year and a half. Send an SOS through your radio if you know how to do that. 1.8 rescue, which no, a zombie apocalypse would not last 1.8 years. I mean, they would if you like immediately neutralize the threat, but like let's say this is like reality, you'd most likely not survive. I wouldn't survive. I'd be dead by the first like few days. All right, that is it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll leave the link down below. Subscribe. Have a good day.